And we're live drafting with Toine. Welcome back to week number 2 of Off the Charts with Toine. He's bringing in more charts, better stuff already than we had last week. I'm sure, and I'm sure we will get some crazy cats that are deformed. But how are you doing, Toine? Thanks for coming on.
I'm doing good. I'm ready. You've invited me to draft some eliminator. I've never drafted an eliminator, so I was busy cramming strategy this morning. But I think we might have the keys to $200,000 today.
There we go. Very, very nice. I am excited to do the eliminator with you. We've got behind the scenes talking with Purple Yosh, the winner of the entire thing last year. And so with his help and background knowledge, I think that we will probably be drafting the shipper today. So
that's right. Okay, so we don't quite have office hours today, but we do have a look at some Discord dwellers. We're going to be taking a look at some of the messages that you guys have been sending in the Slappy Central Discord, be it from yesterday or from 4 months ago. I will be looking in close detail at those. So, without further ado,
have the eliminator champion in the chat already. So here we go.
Boom. All right. So yesterday, in the early morning hours, at least on the Pacific Coast, Mean Muggin came in and he said, "I don't think Devontae Smith is all that." All right. AJ Brown getting traded, that doesn't make him a bigger or a better player. And he might be true technically. It's not gonna make him 6'4". It's not going to make him quite Jackson Smith and Jigba. But I think that between the Eagles being a lower passing volume team for the past several years and having A.J. Brown as target competition has really occluded the fact that Devontae Smith is a full-blown alpha elite wide receiver 1 in hiding. He is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay.
Or in Eagles clothing.
That's true. Yeah. All right. So I decided to take a look at some wide receiver 2s over the past couple of years that have been hidden behind what we consider to be the best of the best. So Amon-Ra, Puka, Tyreek Hill of old, whatever. And when we look at the numbers, it really becomes clear that Devontae Smith is the king of the wide receiver 2s. So even with A.J. Brown on the field, who, despite some decline from A.J. Brown this past year, apparently not a ton of decline, but maybe starting to taper off a little, Devontae Smith has really been able to cement himself as the strongest of these guys, roughly, with A.J. Brown on the field. But then when A.J. Brown has not been on the field for about a 5-ish game sample worth of plays, he's really been able to take off and shine. He got nearly a 40% target share and 3.5 yards per route run. That is right up there in the mix with, if we consider that as its own season, that would be right there with Puka and Jackson Smith and Jigba this year. So, I think that Devontae Smith is really ready to step up as a truly elite wide receiver 1, and not just, a guy who we've seen in this 2 role where he just hasn't been able to shine because of the competition, with A.J. Brown and Dallas Goedert being, really competent players in their own right.
Did you see anything about, because I think that there are a couple of games that A.J. Brown has missed within the last couple of years, and what Smith did in lieu of that? Did you see anything or any correlation between him being gone and Devonta Smith having a little bit higher upside in that regard? Or
I probably should have clarified what's going on in this chart. So these first 2 rows are the targets per passing play when the wide receiver 1 and that player are on the field together. And then the next 2 rows.
Okay. Now I'm seeing it. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy.
I got ahead of
especially
myself.
Devontae Adams and
Yeah. So then the next is, we remove Amon-Ra, we remove Puka, we remove Tyreek. And what happened? So some of these I had to go back a few years. T. Higgins, we have a bit of a larger sample to look at. But, Pickens or or Adams, I had to look at this year. And we had a decent sample with Puka and CD each missing a bunch of games. So we got to see sort of what they look like without the wide receiver one. And then Devontae Smith really, really went crazy over the past 3 years without A.J. Brown.
Did you also look by chance at what the wide receiver 3 did becoming the wide receiver 2 in any of those games, like particularly for the Eagles? Because I'm pretty interested, especially for like, you know, some Dontavian Wicks action, or even better, the rookie that they just drafted, and I'm spacing his name for whatever reason. Who did they just draft?
Mekhi Lemon.
Mekhi Lemon, yes, obviously.
We'll get to that, but I did take a look actually at one wide receiver 3 for one of the players on these charts. Later on. We'll get to that, but basically this is the one where I told you, you know, I think the leg up rankings currently have Smith, I think at 40, even though his ADP is around 31, and you know, there can be a big disconnect with what the sidekick is suggesting in the leg up rankings. So I don't want to say that's like leg up's official position on where you should be drafting Devontae Smith, but me personally, I think leg up having him at 40 is probably wrong, and I would have him much closer in line with his ADP, if not even potentially taking him slightly ahead of his ADP.
Especially with someone like Pat being a big New England fan and having all the AJ Brown trade rumors, you would think that they would definitely be favoring that quite a bit. Because I mean, I couldn't imagine leg up having AJ Brown get traded and then them still having him at 40. That seems crazy, and it seems like there's like a 98% chance that he's going to New England. So
we're around these streets, we like to round up 90 to 100, so
for sure. I
mean, everything I said here absolutely applies to AJ Brown too. AJ Brown has also been hurt by the fact that he's competing with Devontae Smith. We would have seen an even better form of AJ Brown without Devontae Smith, no doubt. So, you know, I think the key to the best ball season, it could come down to just drafting both of these guys who formerly were, you know, keeping each other, you know, it kind of limiting each other. You know, now that they're sort of free of each other, they might take off on their own. So we did have a message. I was kind of mad that this Devontae Smith discussion came up in the chat yesterday, because I had been thinking about it for like a week and a half now. And Easy posed, you know, the wrong question, but you know, to his credit, I think he might be directionally accurate. So if AJ Brown was still on the Eagles, we'd probably be drafting him in his usual like late 4th, early 5th type area. And I think if the Eagles had not drafted Mekhi Lemon or Eli Stowers, that we might be looking at Devontae Smith as like a mid-second round pick. But Lemon and Stowers do exist, and whether we like it or not, they're going to they're going to, you know, steal some of the pie. So it's going to be tricky we're going to have to pay close attention to what the coaches are saying about each of these players and what their roles, especially early on, are going to look like. If we're, you know, we might be fancying Devontae Smith in the eliminator. To figure out how much of the pie these guys are stealing, because that's really going to matter whether we think that Devontae Smith can enter the true Elite One conversation, or whether he's just going to have some more options limiting him.
Yeah, I mean, so I personally have been fading Stowers quite a bit. I don't necessarily think that he's going to be the greatest this year, although I think like in Dynasty or a bet like that, I think Stowers is just a complete smash. I think next year is his year, and we'll probably see him going like the tight end, like 12 or something, almost exactly replacing where Goddard is now, if I had to guess. If not even just better. But I am also a pretty big fan of Lemon, although I think I'm maybe a little bit lower exposed to him as I should be. So maybe I'll need to exploit that a little bit more.
Pie could be big enough the pie. Look, we've gotten used to what the Eagles are in their passing volume, but they have had 1 or 2 years where they are more like in line with the league average, and that could be good enough. You know, Smith's efficiency numbers, you know, he really would have to be kind of alone in the sense of like, Jackson Smith and Jigba didn't really have much competition this year. If we really saw Mekhi Lemon and Stowers both kind of bust hard, then it could work out even on low volume. But yeah, if we ordered a bigger pie, then it might not matter.
We didn't get a pause in the middle of your sentence there. Do you want to, after the fact, pause in any of your comments, or are we gonna keep going?
Oh no, we're going straight.
No, forward. I mean you said the words "bust hard," without any.
Okay.
Twan's too analytical. That's okay.
Yeah,
we'll keep going. All right,
yeah. DJ Moore.
This is what I'm ready for. I'm excited for this one.
Fuck, DJ Moore is terrible. All right, the last year, this is just their stats over the course of the entire year, each of them, no matter who was on the field, right? And this is pretty dark. To me, it looks about as dark as it can get, to the point where he's getting out-targeted on paper, at least, even by Olamide Zaccheaus. That is Olamide Zaccheaus on the right side, if you didn't know.
Yeah, I know. That's something. Especially if you say Zaccheaus or whatever instead of Zaccheaus.
Yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce it.
It's okay.
So, I don't know. I think DJ Moore stinks. Leg Up thinks DJ Moore stinks. A whole lot of people in the Slappy Central streets think DJ Moore stinks, except for one person, and that's our good friend, the Walrus. So I decided to go back in time and see.
And Liam.
Yeah, and Liam, because we know why. I decided to go back in time to March 8th of 2026 to see what the Walrus's preferred choice of copium was for why DJ Moore was as bad as he was in 2025. And his thoughts are that, Ben Johnson's coming in. We draft Burden and Loveland. We're going to feature them. It doesn't matter how good they are. Ben Johnson and the Bears organization are incentivized to feature their new players. So I was thinking, that seems plausible. So maybe we could take a look at what was happening when neither of them was on the field, and the plan is just to have DJ Moore and whoever else was drafted or on the team before they were ever a part of the plan, to see, did DJ Moore, what was he, putting up more respectable numbers than we might think? And the answer to that was a decisive no. In fact, he was getting targeted even less per play when neither Burden or Loveland were on the field. When one or the other was missing, just the way it worked out, he did get a slight bump, but still below a 20% target share. And, getting dominated by Rome Odunze pretty hard. So, yeah, I think there are real concerns about how good DJ Moore is at this point in his career. No matter, we may have thought that he was this like latent star in the past, but it's looking really rough, and I am really worried about what he's going to be this year, to the point where he's one of the players that I would be comfortable taking pretty close to 0% of them. So
to push back on that just a little bit, I mean, I would say, wouldn't you say there's like a stark contrast between the wide receivers from Chicago and like Khalil Shakir? Like when you have DJ Moore going into a new place where the staff like went in and got him, and then you would think that Josh Allen would have at least some like the deciding factor on who they're bringing in, like to be the help. When you have a guy like DJ Moore come in there, who we have seen him be good in the past, albeit younger, but we haven't really seen him like lose a step, at least with the eye test. At least I haven't. When he goes to a completely different area and you have Khalil Shakir, and I mean, admittedly, if you think that the guy with the lava lamp in his leg is good, then he could take away some targets. But there's just way less target competition just in general on the Bills, and I might want to be higher on them having like possibly an actual wide receiver one this year, because Khalil Shakir was the only one that we saw last year that was really worth anything.
Yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from, in that, the room might just be that bad that a like twilight career DJ Moore just so happens to be the best player there. I think that if we had no concerns about what Shakir is coming off of whatever surgery he just had, I think Shakir has been a respectable target earner for the past several years, and I would, be willing to say confidently, like, there's no chance that Moore gets more targets. And we've gone through this. I have hope for Dalton Kincaid. He's been a fantastic receiver of late. But yeah,
with the target share on the Bills, right? I just can't see a world where he's taking only 20% of the target share. Like, if he got anything less than 25% of the targets from Josh Allen, I would be shocked. And I guess I haven't looked at like what that looks like for 25% in a Josh Allen offense, but I might side with Buck that we really could see like a Stephon Diggs type of season like we saw previously with Josh Allen this year. So I don't know. I completely get that he wasn't a very good fit on Chicago, and I would agree with you. I just think going to the Bills, having Josh Allen, and possibly being like his favorite target that he's had since Stephon Diggs, could be pretty bullish.
Yeah, I don't know. I think my final point on that was like, it might seem like it can't. He must be able to get a 25% target share. He really could be past, his prime enough as a player that we see Keon Coleman, we see random people off the street coming in.
Okay,
we could see players that we've never heard of getting in the mix here. I mean,
the thing that would make me a little bit scared is if they picked up one of these older guys, like even if they picked up Debo, who I'm not very in on Debo, but
I think Debo would be a huge
one
problem.
Of them, then I would be like probably very, very out. Like I would probably need to pick up him in like the 7th round or something like that, like probably later, right around Parker Washington or something, maybe even later. But I think currently now, as it sits, like the only thing that I would be a little bit worried about is I kind of like a lot of the guys that are right around that same tier, like the Jalen Waddles, the quite a few of the guys that you had on that list, like Devontae Adams or J-Mo. I probably do like better than DJ Moore, but I don't want to have zero. So yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming from. I just I'm going to be a little bit more bullish on possibly the Josh Allen's target number 1 and who he's going to be looking for downfield every time.
Okay. I didn't know you were a DJ Moore stan, but we can.
I'm not really a DJ Moore stan if you look at my exposures, but you're kind of lighting a fire in me that I might be a little bit worried I don't have enough of him. So.
Whoa. All right. We'll continue here. So there's a receiver that actually, both these guys on your screen in 2024, there's a certain receiver that really gave both these guys a problem too for getting targets, and that's Keenan Allen. So a few days ago, some people in the chat that you may be familiar with were talking about the fallout of Keenan re-signing, and
I would flip DiParino and Ladd. That was what I was saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So my gut reaction immediately, 3 words: would nuke Ladd. I'm not taking him anywhere even close to where his ADP would be right now. And someone who we might be intimately familiar with said I would slurp that DiParino. So that had better be a big DiParino. So I decided to take a look at what happened with we're looking at Ladd and QJ on the field, and then we're looking at plays with Keenan Allen on or off the field. And it was dark when Keenan Allen was on the field. Ladd, who's supposed to be, the way he makes his bread is off of a massive target share. And he was only able to put up a 20% target share when Keenan was on the field and 1.2 yards per route run. That is terrible. And then, we also have the looming threat of QJ continuing to send as a player. I think he's probably starting to plateau at this point. That's usually, 3 years in, we're looking at players starting to taper off in terms of how much they can continue to bite off of the target pie. But
did you know that Ladd is only three months younger? That's a crazy stat that I didn't know.
QJ? Whoa.
Yeah.
Today we learned. Yeah. So, at the bottom left, if we're looking at Ladd's numbers without Keenan on the field, these numbers were a lot better his rookie year even. So it was closer to like the low 30% and right about 3 yards per out run. But, something of Lad not being quite right last year maybe, and QJ continuing to take up more of the pie means that, even if Keenan isn't there, we're not quite sure if Lad has like the elite ceiling that we thought he did. And then in the chance, which we've heard rumors of, that Keenan Allen would re-sign on the Chargers, I'm saying, that's a huge, huge deal. Last year, I was not waving the Keenan sign. I was like, I'm cool. I'm taking Lad in the late second. And the Chuds were right. Keenan is a huge problem for Lad.
So I don't see anything with KLS on the field. What were the stats on that?
Oh.
I'm going to be pretty bullish on a year two KLS. Let me see the exposures in the chat, guys. How many? There has to be at least a 10 on. I'm just kidding. I haven't drafted KLS at all. So yeah, I mean, I am probably going to be boring, and pretty much my only argument is going to be that I really, 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 really believe in McDaniel and his ability to just completely change an offense and make it just insane. I would say, and this might be bullish, but this is pretty much the same amount of firepower as the 23 Dolphins had. Now, I think that Tyreek Hill is better than Lad, but I think
agree
that Lad and QJ. Okay, the 23 Dolphins probably had a little bit more firepower as far as wide receivers goes. But when it comes to like the quarterback ability with the Chargers, I'm gonna be pretty in on him having the best quarterback of his entire career to work with, and having some very serviceable wide receivers, whatever happens. But I think that the idea that Keenan Allen is actually going to be signed by the Chargers and he's going to take actual minutes like this year, I think is a little bit more crazy than it was last year.
Maybe a little, but I think Keenan's kind of like a force of nature. We don't want to acknowledge his existence, but yeah, lots of ifs. Keenan was on the field for 300. Like we see it just if we're just looking here, there are 300 plays with Keenan Allen on the field with these two, and only 94 without. Whether we like it or not, if Keenan's on the team, he's going to be out there. And then I also want to offer some pushback that I think that Lad's performance in his rookie year there's a lot to be explained there of the fact that his target competition is just absolutely terrible. QJ wasn't what he was yet. He was, ascending. And then there's not tight ends that are really racking up targets like we have with Gadsden and potentially Njoku this year. So some of the decline from Lad, even without Keenan Allen on the field, can possibly be attributed to, as we discussed, a rising QJ, but also these tight ends coming in and taking more of the short area targets. And I don't think that this is like a great room. I think that what we've seen is Lad putting up numbers against really weak competition. Like I'm not a huge
like against obviously Las Vegas has a pretty bad cornerback room as far as I can remember, but he had to play in his rookie season against was it Trent McDuffie and whoever the Broncos defensive guy. I mean, I'm a fantasy bro. I'm not a defensive guy. But I would say like having to play four games. I guess I don't even really know what numbers he put up against the Broncos or against the Kansas City Chiefs. But I don't know if people are going to put their number one guy against Lad anymore. I think that it's possible that QJ might be taking that, and that you'll see Lad actually do a lot better this year. I don't know, but I do know that Brett Coleman is a big fan of Ladd McConkey, and so I really appreciate that. Yes, Patrick Surtain, PS2. That's who I was thinking of. I couldn't blurt it out. Patrick Surtain. All right, I think that we have milked this slide for about as much as it's worth. So,
all right. Oh yeah. So January was a very dark time in the Slappy Central Discord, to the point where we were having discussions. In fact, people, really putting themselves out there that they think that it might not even be a hot take to say that George Pickens is better straight up over Lamb. And
it's been said.
I don't know, what, the seasonal drugs in January or whatever. I don't know what they might have been smoking, but this is crazy to me. I'm taking CD over Pickens 10 out of 10 times. All right, so CD did miss a lot of time not a lot of time, but a couple games last year, and was hampered with injury.
I think he was hurt maybe a little bit more than people would like to remember.
And we still saw, even when they're on the field together, we still saw CeeDee Lamb be the clear alpha. So, me personally, I'm not sure where this enthusiasm for Pickens is really coming from. I mean, this like, it's just simple stats, but like, I think it really came down to CeeDee Lamb not being on the field, coming back from injury like 100% of the time, and the games he missed, where we saw George Pickens rack up like the total stats. And so we sort of build this notion in our heads that maybe Pickens is better. And because they're not like separated, this is like, there's not a huge difference between these numbers when, you're looking at the final stats for the games. But, this is still Lamb being the clear one in my mind. So
I feel like that was maybe sparking a little bit of that last year, although I don't think anyone, especially this year, would even consider this idea that they weren't really targeting CD as much as you would have liked in the end zone, and they were really targeting Pickens a lot, if I'm remembering correctly, last year. And so it was a little bit indicative of like, man, if we're going to be really caring about touchdowns, which especially us in Slappy Central, such a underdog heavy type of place, when you have so many fair, I'll bring this up.
Yep.
So the touchdowns were maybe a little bit of a worry, but I think, again, like you were saying, CD coming back, he should be very healthy this year. I don't think that there will be any problem with his red zone target share. And so I want to be drafting a decent bit of them. The thing that I am scared about, though, is I think Pickens is close enough to CD that I would straight up rather have like Justin Jefferson or Amon-Ra over them. And I might even rather have I probably would rather have Ashton Genty over him, just generally. But obviously because of ADP and because if I don't click him and I click Genty over him, I'm pretty much going to have none of him. I'm going to still do that. But I probably, and I'm not sure if this is a hot take, think that CD is the worst of those three guys generally. Although an eliminator, because he has that late bye week, I think that he is super solid.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from there, but I think these arguments against CD, we also have to apply them to Pickens. I'm going to be taking AJ Brown, Nico Collins. I'm taking these guys over Pickens for sure. And George Pickens' ADP is still like right up. I think he's just barely ahead of them. But to me, this is like, I'm taking these guys for sure. Yeah, 2-4 offsuit, Tiger uppercut. Your comments in Slappy Central can and will be used against you on the show whenever I decide. Yep.
Your names will not be off the charts. Okay. Do we have anything else?
Yeah. So I mean, we're talking about George Pickens being better than CeeDee Lamb, but are we sure he's even better than Brian Flournoy?
Flournoy, all right, buddy. Okay.
So when all three of these guys were on the field, we saw what we would come to expect, which is Lamb the alpha, Pickens the sort of close to, and then Flournoy not being all that much. He didn't even crack 1 yard per out run when they were on the field. But curiously, on the about 3-game sample size that we did see Pickens and Flournoy being sort of the 1 and 2 there, Flournoy outperformed Pickens. I'm not sure how to explain that. I don't know if Pickens was like running dandelion routes or something, but I don't know. I saw this stat a couple days ago and I dropped it in the Discord and I didn't get any kecks or Laugh Rogers or anything. So I figured I'd bring it back up here to try to milk it.
It's always the most annoying thing when someone that you don't think is nearly as funny as you posts just random things that aren't that funny and everyone loves them. But then when you post them, nobody likes your stuff. It's really annoying. I'm not saying that's about me. I know that I'm not the most funny person in the world, but I definitely, if I was, I would be very annoyed about it.
Yeah, that's why me personally, I just time them out for an hour when I don't like
Yeah,
what they're saying.
yeah. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But yeah, I don't know. What do you think of? Are you drafting Flournoy? What do you think of these Flournoy numbers?
So to be honest, I really am not the biggest fan of Flournoy, but I've been salting him in there or peppering him in there or whatever you want to say. Just because I think that he can be solid, and there's just no one else on the depth chart that can be the wide receiver 3. And they, if I remember correctly, last year were some of the people that used 3 wide receiver sets like the most. So yeah, I wouldn't be necessarily against having Flournoy on more of my teams. Although the idea that he, for an extended period of time, is going to get 30% of the target share in comparison to Pickens is 27, I think is obviously ridiculous. But I think that you would probably agree with that anyway.
I probably would. So I mean, just to maybe circle back a little, like Pickens' ADP is just a touch over these guys, over AJ Brown and Nico Collins. What are you doing there? Are you mixing Pickens in, or are you taking more of the guys?
Yeah, I have not been taking a lot of Pickens there, mainly because, especially when I'm at that pick 1 or pick 2, I want to get a little bit more interesting, and I think that a lot of those guys are basically the same, and so having a little bit more uniqueness, and I really am not the biggest Pickens guy, and so I will take, especially if he falls any of the following wide receivers. I guess really the only one that's the test of time, because you have Neighbors now who is falling like crazy, and you probably don't want to pick there, and then Rice who's falling, and you don't really want to pick there. The only guy that is ahead of ADP, where you would want to take him in like the 1 or 2 3 turn would be Drake London. But other than that, unless he falls, I would probably just be trying to change up my exposures to probably maybe taking obviously a Jeremiah Love there, or maybe like AJ Brown is probably really solid there as well. But
yeah, and I think we're just gonna Pickens is good, no doubt. He still has tremendous. Yeah. So I mean, Pickens would be. He would be great. I didn't see his numbers quite take off the same way like maybe Devontae Smith's did when the numbers.
Yeah, like 3% without Lamb. That seems.
Yeah, it wasn't a huge, crazy jump, and some of the games that Lamb did miss this year, they just happened to throw like 50 times in those games. So I think that there is a bit of in our minds a bit of inflation about what Pickens might look like, but yeah, for sure he would be. We would anticipate him to take a bit of a jump and be a great contingent upside pick. I had something. God damn it. Nah, whatever. Maybe I'll think of it later. All right. Yeah, that's it. That's it for the Discord dwellers slideshow extravaganza. So I think we're ready to draft.
We will be getting into an eliminator. If anyone wants to hop in with us,
again, I strongly discourage that.
Yeah, do not join in with us unless we are going to need about 6 people. So just so long as you don't pick the players that we want to pick, please hop in.
I totally forgot this contest doesn't fill easily.
It's not the easiest to fill in the world, but we have 9 people with us. I need to use the bathroom.
Come on.
5 more people to fill. Twan, take it away while I'm using the bathroom.
Yeah, I'll narrate over the auto picks if you're not back in time. All right, what's up, chat? Hold on, let me pull up chat so I can see what you guys are even saying. Yeah, chat. What are we thinking with this first round pick? I'm not sure what I would do between Amon-Ra and CD, because I think Amon-Ra has the better week 1 matchup against the Saints, if I remember correctly. The total's a bit higher for the Lions implied, but the bye week is so much more favorable for the Lions versus the Cowboys. I think my gut instinct is that the week 1 edge might matter a bit more, because I don't know how many teams are eliminated by week 5, but like almost everyone by that point anyway, probably, right? So I think I would be inclined to go Amon-Ra, but Purple Yosh did come in chat when I asked and say that he would give the edge to CD. Christopher Davis says, I tried starting with 3 wide receivers the other day and hated how it turned out. Yeah, so oh, you're back. Nice.
Welcome.
I was just ranting.
No, you are doing great. You are right up there with Pat Crane at taking the wheel while Pete uses the bathroom. I have a small bladder, so it's great that you are here with me. This music sounds familiar. So believe it or not, if you've ever been in the StreamYard, it gives you like 7 different options without uploading any copyright-free music. It just has 7 different options, and this just so happens to be one of them. So Davis-Matic may be just a product of laziness with this background music, but it's solid, and if it works for him, works for me, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, we need 4 more people. If you can call them people drafting this early in the eliminator. But we would love to see you in there, please.
Yeah, maybe we can linger for a couple minutes, and otherwise, I don't know. Like, I think the Pomeranian just dropped, maybe. So
yeah, I mean, we could do the Pomeranian, although capitulating to the draft room not filling does not seem like the most fun thing in the world.
Yeah, chat. We're never going live again unless this fills. So
yeah,
help us out.
One host in the tank top, another with good hair. There we go. Oh, we got Skelly joining us. There we go.
Although I'm kind of short a couple $1 million maybe to really get in the
chat. If you guys want to help with, actually, I don't think that we're even monetized, so I don't think the chat can help with that. But Toine did have a GoFundMe to be able to live under an overpass in Portland instead of in Seattle. So that's really big upgrade there. Probably about the same weather though, so at least you can draft. You're not under the overpass right now though, so
no, I have managed.
Can you speak to your whereabouts?
I managed to find a blank white box in a mental hospital where they let me draft from.
Okay,
these are soundproof, so thankfully nobody
can hear your screams.
Yeah.
Can you hear your DJ Moorhead?
Yeah, no, nobody can hear. Yeah, guys, I need money to make, the state of Washington, it's outlawed underdog. It's offered a legal opinion that prediction markets are against the current laws. So, the state, it's really limiting what I can do here. So I need every dollar that you can spare or that you can't spare, whatever money you have, really, to make my holy pilgrimage.
To help a guy in despair.
Yep. That's right.
There you go.
So I can spend your hard-earned dollars on Ricky White III.
2 more people so that you can see us not draft Ricky White III, but act like it, and you guys can snipe us, and then we laugh at you because we didn't actually want him anyway.
1 more.
I
think we can do it.
We need 1 more. I think it's going to happen. How far is the trip to the border? Well, he was taking a train.
I saw the bus is cheaper, actually.
Yeah.
So I think I need 2 more dollars.
3 years though.
That's okay. I got nothing but time.
Would you vlog your trip to Portland if you did end up doing it?
Yeah, maybe I could interview some people on the Flixbus with me. See it,
Ask them their opinion on Gibbs versus yeah, there you go. Who is the best number 1 overall pick? Stuff like that. Okay, we have filled. We are just like the big streamers that get stuff to fill instantly. Yep, so thank you guys for that. We get pick 8, so that's we might get to practice what we preach a little bit.
Yeah,
so
we've been put in the exact position for this Amon-Ra CD dilemma.
Yeah, so let's see here. I don't know anyone's names on Underdog except for Tiger Uppercut. If you're in here with me, let me know. Him's smart drinking bleach. I know that name. You're pick 4. Pick 4, yeah, Mr. Christopher. Oh, obviously. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Christopher Davis 1. There was another guy that stole your name. I apologize for that. Corlandino, Adam Q, Woo Doggy,
Do you think we would go Amon-Ra or CD here? My personal opinion, my lean would be to Amon-Ra. I'm just not inclined to think that the bye week matters enough to take a worse pick.
I actually think Justin Jefferson.
Whoa, that's. I'm
down. I'm mostly kidding. No, I think Ashton Genty.
Really? Huh. He does have a week 13 bye.
He goes. That's hilarious.
Oh.
No, I think Jonathan Taylor, obviously.
So now we're gonna get. I mean, we would take a faller. We would be okay with a faller, right?
Yeah, I mean, any of these next 4 guys, I would be just fine with. Ashton Genty going right here though is absolutely hilarious, and I think actually might be pretty good form. I think this guy probably knows ball, much more so than these 2 guys for sure. Ashton Genty, pick 101 next year. Yeah, almost certainly. Okay, Taylor does go, so we will have the pick of the litter between Christian McCaffrey and Jackson Smith and Jigba. Nice. A little bit sad that we didn't get Jonathan Taylor there. I know Christian McCaffrey does have that week 8 bye, but no problem here.
I'm good with CMC.
Yep. Getting almost a 2-pick ADP value in the first round, you can never be too upset about that. What are your thoughts?
I also did see that the 49ers have the highest implied total in week 2 against the Dolphins. So
there you go.
That doesn't hurt as a slight tiebreaker. Week 1 is a little tougher maybe against the Rams, but that's okay. You're gonna have to be working overtime to make sure we're not stacking up bye weeks here. So
yeah,
Giants, Texans,
that'll be completely fine. I don't understand the people that go James Cook at pick 10 or in the first round. Yeah, I don't see it. James Cook is just not good in comparison to some of these other guys, but he goes every time in the first round. I don't. It's even in the eliminator. I do not get the James Cook hype. Can you please help me?
Yeah, I don't get it either. I would be taking Lamb and Jefferson, but okay, on the clock here, I actually think that Hampton could be interesting over Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker, immediate bye week.
The first 6 games that Hampton plays.
They have the highest implied total in week 1. I don't know what it is after that.
Is that true? Okay.
I think
I would pick him anyways. There wouldn't be anyone other than Bowers that I would take here. So unless you want to pick Bowers, which I wouldn't be against, let's just go Amari and Hampton. That
I think
makes
we do it.
sense to me.
I think okay. Yeah, Hampton's a guy that I feel like I wouldn't necessarily be drafting.
7 and 8. So yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. I was more so just having a good bedside manner, but I was going to click him whatever Toine said, to be completely honest. I just wanted it to look like he had the illusion of choice. Is that true? Is that true to what, Skelly? I could be wrong. I thought that I had seen, although I could be completely wrong, about Amari and Hampton having a really hard schedule the first couple of weeks. I thought it was like 6 weeks where he just runs into some pretty difficult run defenses, but I could be completely incorrect on that one.
Yeah, I don't know what happens after, but I mean, my gut is that week 1 really matters like a lot, and we just take the running back on a team facing the Cardinals.
Puka Nacua and Brock Bowers on the same team sounds very nice. Jeremiah Bucky Irving. All right, this guy goes from hero to 0.
This isn't going to get tossed, is it? No, right?
No, it's not going to get tossed. It's just gross. This guy, I thought he knew ball, but he does not. Oh, but he's coming back. Maybe it was some crazy auto pick. He was using the star method maybe a little bit improperly. He's got AJ Brown now. We might get okay. Oh man, Williams. That seems gross. All right, so we're coming up 3 picks away. These are the guys on our board. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I really hope Nico gets taken before us.
Yeah, I mean he's a week 8 bye. I don't think that we really are able to do a week 7 or 8 bye.
Smith and Flowers both seem nice to me.
Smith, Kyron, I don't mind. We're getting him decently, but if you want to go Smith, that's completely fine.
I think Smith would be really good too. It'll be before Mekhi Lemon and Stowers are really taking the last of snaps. So Smith could be really crucial to get through some of the early weeks.
Okay, we'll go Devontae Smith, although I kind of liked Kyron there, but I'll capitulate.
The illusion of choice.
Yeah, I mean, I capitulated there. So we've got CeeDee Lamb and Derrick Henry. That seems a little bit interesting. They've got some nice bye weeks already going there, and then they're stacking for, I think it's game 17 where it's no, never mind. I'm thinking of I believe it's the Giants. Okay, Justin Jefferson. We do get the James Cook drafter taking Josh Allen. That seems all right, I guess, for them. But nothing else sticking out too crazy to me here. George Pickens does fall just a little bit. This seems like a decent team all in all for them.
Something to think about is Waddle is bye week stacked with Smith, so I don't think he's a guy that we would really be looking to pull up, even though he's a pick that I would love otherwise.
Yeah, for sure. There's a guy here that I don't want to say his name, but I would be stoked to get him.
I'm interested in
41. Don't say any names.
Okay.
If you say any names, I'm gonna have Daddy Kev come after you. I'm just kidding. You can say names. It's not that deep. Rice goes. I was so wanting to push him around to get him in week 14. These people we're gonna get domed by round 4 Rice. You have it here first.
Wilson. I really like Wilson here.
Wilson is really solid. I don't mind him.
He's a late buy,
especially compared. Yeah, late buy, super great. We get him a little bit at a falling ADP. So far, we have no overlapping 80 buys, which is great.
Yeah, I'm liking this so far.
Yeah,
getting Wilson falling is nice. I actually maybe should have checked what his.
Gonna be interesting how Adam Q.
Titans week 1. Whatever. I don't know.
All right. Yeah, we can be watching.
Yeah, Wilson. I mean, it's gonna be tough a bit early. Taking 2 guys playing the Texans week 1 in the first 3 picks seems not great. Who is that?
Oh, that's I believe it's
some other guy.
This guy, Schmo.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm only looking at week 1 and week 2 right now. That's just all I have pulled up in the buys.
This is quite the RB room for Mr. Tiger Uppercut. Pulling up Montgomery a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So that's okay. I'm glad that we went RB because RBs are looking grim. Although we do have Tootin, but he's a week 7 bye, so probably not that. I hate Chuba Hubbard. He is probably the worst pick on the board.
Yeah, not interested. Okay. 10, 13. What are we thinking? Mike Evans seems bad. Burden doesn't seem great.
DJ Moore seems really strong here, but he's a week 7 bye, so I know that you're going to be just really upset about that one.
I think I would maybe. I don't know if Jalen Waddle is like prohibitively bad. McLaurin could be fine because we could get Jaden Daniels around the turn.
No. I mean, I would probably be Waddle here. I mean, if you really want to go McLaurin, we can do that. But it would probably be Jalen Waddle here or pulling up. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go McLaurin, we can do that. What do you think?
I would go McLaurin, but I'm not going to push back super hard on Waddle.
Okay, we'll go McLaurin. We'll just stack every week 7 guy we possibly can. Toot. You mean tout?
I think it's
he's spelled tout.
I think it's better to do this like spread across positions than to have like 2 week 7 early wide receivers.
That is certainly true. I would agree with you there. We also have maybe to. Okay, what do you think about Pollard? What are some of your thoughts?
Here I'm inclined to do something like I know you don't want to go crazy with stacking, but I think some stacking is fine, and I'm cool with Jaden Daniels here. I'm cool with Hurts here.
Do you think we'll get Jaden Daniels? We just have to fade
Possibly.
This guy and this guy. I doubt that Josh Allen is going to be here.
Yeah,
taken.
I think it'd be neat, and I think also like I don't know. I mean, I saw people saying Emmanuel Wilson is a good pick in Eliminator, but like how it seems to me like Jadarian Price could just immediately hit the ground running, and we're getting him at a pretty good deal. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's very possible. Okay, chat, how do we feel about this compared to this?
Oh, yeah, I
like
that. Yeah.
This is number 1, 2, or 3. Type in the chat which one you think. Okay, we are on the clock. Okay, we get Jaden Daniels. We could get Joe Burrow if we wanted to be real fun and exciting. Just Jaden Daniels here. Yeah, yep. I think that Jaden Daniels probably should just on ADP be higher than Joe Burrow. But
I agree. This is working out nicely.
Okay, the chat is speaking so far. They like 1 easily, they say. So,
oh
no, that's wrong. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I think the thing we need to worry about is we need to make sure that we have enough projectable points to get past week 7.
Yeah, that's for sure. Week 7 will be a little bit of a hump, but we will be able to adapt and overcome. Okay. People like to say that he can't catch passes. I don't know about you, but I know about me that I'm able to put my hands up and catch a ball, and that most people should be able to do that, especially if they have coaching on it for multiple months. They should be able to get better. And again, we don't really have any sample size. Jeremiah Love was really good at catching passes, and so you don't really see it a whole lot from Jadarian Price. But we really don't have enough information to say that he's a terrible catching prospect. We just haven't seen it. And people said that Travion Henderson was a great pass catcher, and then you hardly saw him at all because he couldn't pass block. And so it'll probably depend a lot more on Jadarian Price's ability to pass block just with the schemes. And then if he's able to do that, then I'm sure that he will get plenty of targets, but we just don't know yet.
What are we thinking here? I don't know how much we should be penalizing Tyson, but he doesn't seem like a horrible option. Not into Pierce at all.
You don't like Pierce just because of bye week reasons, or?
No, I think he just stinks. Metcalf seems all right as just like a guy. Metcalf's a body.
Yeah, I like people over him. Okay, we got Jordan Tyson.
Fannin, it seems all right to me. Damn, running backs really go quick here.
Yeah, I mean, I would consider Monangai just so that we don't get boxed out too much. But if we want to go Tyson, that's completely fine.
I have no opinion.
That's what we'll do.
I guess hopefully, Tyson's, worked up to fully being on the field by week 7 is the hope.
Yeah.
And that the other 3 can just carry us through. I think, I don't know, maybe Fannin would have been intriguing there potentially.
I mean, I'm not the biggest Fannin fan. I think that they added a lot of guys this year, and so I am not going to be the highest on him, especially when you have the best pick on the board, Tucker Kraft, coming along pretty soon after. So
did Jadarian Price, where did he go?
Jadarian Price, yeah, he's been gone for a long time. He
went in
46.
I was like, I was looking through like the rounds 5 and 6, 7. I'm like, where is this guy? Okay, we should start planning here. I think I don't know what running backs are available, tight ends.
Malik Neighbors to Mr. Yeah, I mean, so this team is pretty much dead, unless, yeah. Okay, Monangai guys. What was your question? I apologize.
I think we really need to start looking at tight ends, running backs here. Not necessarily crazy about looking to stack Purdy, but that's an option.
Yeah, I mean, so Christian McCaffrey had 100 and something targets last year. So I wouldn't mind stacking him with Purdy. And then probably being done at quarterback. So it would be between Purdy and Kraft for me.
What about Corum?
I wouldn't mind Corum either. You're kind of
I like Corum here, I think.
My happiness. So yeah. we can do that if you would like. By week 11, kind of there seem to be quite a few by week 11s later on in the in the draft. So we could worry about that a little bit. Although now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't look like there are any. So that's completely fine. Never mind.
Yeah, on the Badge Bros stream, they seemed pretty down on like, we can pick and choose our stacks, and I'm not saying Purdy would have been like a disaster by any means, but I think we just want to get the points in there. And here in a format like this, I think we can afford to just go like a falling naked quarterback that's just scoring good points.
Yeah, I mean, stacks just obviously aren't nearly as important in the eliminator. You're just kind of worried about having a quarterback that can go off, because you're not worried about multiple other people in your pod having the same quarterback nearly as much, or having a stack that can beat yours. It's just a 50-50. So the chances of them having another quarterback that's the same as yours is not nearly as high, unless that quarterback is just way overperforming compared to the ADP that you had that year. So I don't mind taking any fallers at all.
Yeah.
So far we built a 1-3-4. No tight end yet, but the tight end will come. If you build it, they will come, they say. Are you thinking, do you like any teams so far? We've got a guy that has spent his first 3 out of 8 picks on quarterback. That doesn't seem great. And he drafted Bucky Irving, obviously, famously in round 2.
It's pretty rich. His receivers are pretty cooked, but
he does have, some would say, the wide receiver 4 on the Jacksonville Jaguars at pick 100.
When did Laporta go?
Huh?
Did Laporta go yet? Where is he on the board?
Laporta has not yet gone.
Laporta and Pitts both seem pretty strong to me here, potentially.
I mean, Laporta at bye week 6 isn't my favorite thing in the world, but we don't have any other bye weeks at 6, so that's fine. Or we can go Kyle Pitts.
I'm good with both.
Pick one.
Laporta.
Okay. Sam Laporta, come on down. Pomeranian just opened. I thought it opened a couple hours ago, unless you mean just as in a couple hours ago. We can do a Pomeranian afterwards if you guys want. I think that I have time. It just really depends on what the viewers are thinking and how many likes we get. I think we're going to shoot for 14 likes. 14 sounds like a really good
I need to like
round number. Yeah, I noticed that you had chatted first, but there was only one like, and it was myself. So I was a little upset about that one. But.
Oopsie. Not the best co-host around.
So I think that there's an obvious pick here if he does fall to us. There are actually technically 2, in my opinion, maybe even 3. So I think that we are having an embarrassment of riches. Whatever happens, Aaron Jones was the guy that I was thinking about, but I'm completely fine with any one of these guys.
What do you think of Love?
Love goes, so screw you. What do you think of? Okay, we got.
How many quarterbacks are even left? We need. I really would like to go 3 quarterbacks if
so. I mean, we have the Jets possibly later, but that's about it. So we can go Tyler Shuck if you would like. Tyler Shuck, come on down, and so we'll stack him up. Hopefully, he will be just as good as he was last year, if not better. What do you think about Tyler Shuck in his rookie, his sophomore year? Do you think that he will have a sophomore slump like so many of these other guys have had in the past? Or we've got Huhames in the chat. Huhames, I realized that you were streaming. I wasn't able to hop in your stream. Sorry for kind of overlapping the streams, but I hope you're doing well. Hope your stream went great. Good to see you in the chat. Thanks for hopping in.
I'm not expecting a slump, but I'm not expecting like some leap either for a guy that's already a lot pretty old coming in. I don't know. I mean, we have Shuck now. I'm just wondering, like, if we did this again, I don't know, maybe Rachaad White. It just has like a point fill-in works potentially.
Well, screw you, because Rachaad White goes.
I wasn't expecting him to make it back anyway.
Okay. And Keaton Mitchell goes about 20 picks above ADP. So running backs are really, really drying up. We are pretty cooked there, but that'll be okay.
Laporta's bye week 6. I don't know what. Maybe tight end. Tight end seem pretty strong options here potentially.
What about Khalil Shakir? If DJ Moore isn't going to be the clear one, number one, you might as well just pick Shakir.
Are we too week 7 heavy? He's by week 7 as well.
I'm kidding. I'm not picking Khalil Shakir. Oh. What are you talking about?
Well,
he's gross. Oh, yuck. Okay. So we can go the guy on our thumbnail. I think we have no week 5 buys, so that would be all right. What do you think?
Dude, him, Kincaid, Goddard all seem good to me.
Yeah, I mean he's on our thumbnail. Travis Kelce, come on down. Ooh, thank you, Mr. Best Ball on Call. Can always count on you for a big thumbs up. Appreciate it. And if you guys haven't, I would really appreciate a subscription. We are so close, this close to 30 subscribers, and then we'll have really hit it big. But yeah,
we are really counting on CMC and Hampton. I'm worried that we need to find some projectable points for some of those weeks.
Yeah, I think that we're pretty RB cooked, but we'll be all right. Smash the sub. Thank you. You are, just because you make $200,000 in one draft doesn't mean you don't have to sub. Just like this guy. Thank you for the love.
Can you pull up like available running backs?
Probably not. Oh, I could do it. I'm kidding. It looks super gross to me. I don't know about you, but I don't see anyone on here other than maybe Woody Marks that looks anything close to appetizing. And he's a week 8 buy, so that's super lovely. I say we keep on punting. What do you think?
Seems I'm inclined to agree. What do you think of Willis? I'm not really. I don't like him.
I don't think that we need Willis when you can get just the greatest pick on the board, Geno Smith. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, Casey Concepcion. We don't have any week 11 buys. I think that he could be good. We are going to be a little bit less fond of rookies. What do you think about Casey?
Concepcion.
Here?
I'm down.
Okay. Yeah. We have already taken 2 rookies. That'll probably be it for us if we can. But we really do like Jordan Tyson in his landing spot, and then KC could be the guy you need. But we're really going to be hoping that at least these 3 and probably 4 are playing for the majority of the time. And then by week 7, by week 8, KC has really come into his own. So it'll be okay. Probably at the wide receiver 5 on our team. Okay, so now we are still super boxed out at running back, which doesn't feel awesome. But what does feel awesome is getting Geno Smith because, again, he's just such a wonderful, amazing, blessed pick.
I agree. I think we would do Smith if we were able to get him. Dang, how early does he go here? 155. I'm not feeling Pacheco really, but
I don't know, man. That feels really bad. Especially when you can pick up Geno Smith. Like, how awesome would that be?
Can you pull up running backs again?
Running backs, if you can call them running backs. We've got Isaiah Pacheco, Jonah Coleman, Tajay Spears, Brian Robinson, Dylan Sampson. Huh?
I think Spears is an intriguing option.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
He's terrible. He's the worst pick ever.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
Terrible.
Oh. I don't know. I think he could hit a spike on one of these weeks for us and come through. I think we're just looking for projectable points. I'm not sure Pacheco.
Okay, Isaiah Pacheco goes. Praise the Lord. We don't have to pick up him. I'm thinking Geno Smith, and we'll be happy at quarterback. What do you think?
Okay. I'm not against it.
Are you upset? Okay.
No, I might quiet, but no. I don't know. I'm hoping we can get a decent running back option come back around to us here. I just
all right, flexing that he's a puppy winner. All right, I'm just kidding. Oh, okay. I mean, if you're in this draft, if you were in this draft, you would be even happier with us not listening to you, unless you were trying to feed us bad info. So we got Brian Robinson, but he's a week 11 bye, but I'm not super duper worried about that. I do kind of like Brian Robinson here.
I'm okay with it.
Guys that I don't mind, although it's starting to look really gross, but we're just going to make the bet that Amarian Hampton and Christian McCaffrey are pretty much the guys you need for quite a while. Yeah, I mean, Spears, maybe, but probably not. But maybe, but probably not.
Yeah, I think Brian Robinson's intriguing here. Also, Debo is going to be he's probably going to be out there and going to be scoring a lot of points for us early. Maybe I don't know. I don't think we have a choice really. I think we might have no choice but to take Brian Robinson.
We could take a cornerback.
Yeah. I don't know. Spears was Spears. It was interesting, but I think we can survive it. Maybe. The thing about Brian Robinson, he's also 11. I mean, we're hoping CMC and Hampton are scoring for us anyway there, but
yeah, unless you like Coleman here, which I'm not inclined to do.
Nope.
All right, Brian Robinson, come on down, and I think we'll be done at running back, right? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. 3 RBs. Yes, we have 3 RBs. Don't you know that that's the best way to draft your fantasy football teams?
This is how we win.
This is the shipper, so we'll take no more criticism and only people telling us how wonderful and great that we are.
Okay, I just DM'd you someone who I want on our radar in the future.
Ooh.
It's a stack. You denied me him previously.
Okay.
I think he's points. He's points.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty irregular for me, but I'm okay going 6 running backs here and probably 6 wide receivers and then 1 more tight end. Yep. If you want to do that. I'm wondering, what do you think, Mr. Purple Yosh, about Zach Charbonnet? I know he would be, yet another week 11 bye, and then he's super, super cooked. But Fernando Mendoza goes.
Charbonnet is undraftable in this format, in my opinion. Like he should not have an ADP.
Yeah, probably.
Are there any really strong tight ends falling?
Kenyon Sadiq.
I mean, the guy I DM'd you, I would really like here. Well,
maybe. Yeah. I just want to make sure that is a bad pick. Sadiq goes. Tua goes.
I don't know, what do you think of Sean Tucker? I'm not like inclined to pick him here.
Not a big fan of Sean Tucker here.
I'm really hoping. Oh, okay. Can we do it? I think Debo's a really good pick here. I
don't want to do Debo. I want to do the best eliminator pick on the entire board, Darnell Mooney. He will be active for 3 weeks without any competition with neighbors. He is such a good pick. He'll be like 20 points per game. I'm telling you, dude.
We're really counting on it. I mean,
dude, maybe. It's Hartman. What is up, Hartman? No, I just don't understand a world where Darnell Mooney does not just take a crap ton of targets in the first couple of weeks while Neighbors is not healthy. And then who's to say he's struggling a little bit in the year and he comes back maybe a little bit quicker from injury. Darnell Mooney is just kind of a smash. I apologize for not going Debo, but
I think I have some worry that Mooney just stinks to the point where he can't do it. That was a rough one. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Dude, I am going to be slurping him all day long and twice on Sunday.
Okay, we can do tight end here, or we can look at the guy that I DM'd you first. I think maybe we could wait a bit longer for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. We can go tight end first, or do that. It's not a big deal to me. Barner goes, who I think is, you know.
I'm cool with Fryer
okay,
here.
Thanks for pausing for me.
Fryer move seems fine, right? I know Leg Up was talking about, or at least Pat was saying that.
Oh, he goes! No, Toine, we are so cooked at running back. It's not even funny. Okay, yeah, we can go find it. That's completely fine.
We'll figure it out.
We will survive, as the song says. It's okay. We didn't think any of those guys were any good anyway. This chat clip that.
All right, so we really need CMC and Hampton to be.
This may be the greatest running back room of all time. I said in my So You Think You Can Tout application video that Blake Corum is the next Chase Brown. Or it's actually going to score more fantasy points than Chase Brown. So we're just going to say that Blake Corum is insane, that something happens to Bijan's leg, and Brian Robinson Jr. is just incredible, and that we are big brains. And obviously, Toine's favorite pick, Mr. Darnell Mooney. What do you think so far about our team?
I think we need to solve our entire draft with this next pick at running back somehow. I don't know who the fuck that's gonna be, but boy, do I wish we had Jay Spears on our team right about now.
What do you think? What do you think? This might be big brain about going Jordan James here and handcuffing the running back that we need most. What do you think?
Nope.
Oh,
I think we want someone who can possibly hit our lineup in week 8.
Okay.
We have double 11 on Corum and Robinson as well. Like, we actually need. I think and not that matters here, but I think we want.
What do you think about Najee Harris?
Oh man.
Okay.
I don't know. What about Giddens? Is Giddens like? Is he even draftable? I don't know. Probably not.
No, maybe like Malik Davis or something, or Claiborne, or
maybe Malik Davis. That sounds all right. Maybe. There's not any free
Malik
agents.
Davis, come on down. I'm not mad. I'm just.
Dude, I mean, I just control. I just control left the leg up rankings, and there's not a Malik Davis entry coming up. So.
What about Chris Brooks, the Green Bay?
Oh, we still have 2 picks. I forgot about that.
We have 1 pick, not 2 picks.
Or before, but yeah. Guys, chat. We need your help on this. Who's gonna score points for us in CMC and
Samaje Perine?
Does Devin Neal have an ADP? Is he a thing?
Devin Neal?
Devin Neal.
Ollie Gordon?
Johnson? Those are probably the guys.
Caleb Johnson. What do you think? Liam likes him.
Ollie or Neal for me, I think.
Kareem Hunt? Singletary. Singletary is the guy you need.
That's not the worst idea in the world, but
I mean he's by 8, so we would be kind of cooked there. Joe Mixon.
Oh yeah.
Vidal is gone. Haha. No, I didn't want him anyway.
Marshawn Lloyd a thing? Is he a thing?
Marshawn Lloyd. Dude, I'm really thinking Claiborne here.
I would go whoever the fuck I said before. But whatever, dude, it's cooked.
No, dude, we are winning. What do you think of Najee Harris? Najee Harris?
No, I go Claiborne over Harris.
We'll go Claiborne, I guess. All right, guys. Just take a gander at what a beautiful team we have just acquired here. We'll let you, Toine, explain what we did here. I'll let you take away just explaining the team, talking about how awesome it is. Remember, I pay your salary, so it better be all things that are good.
Yeah. Well, I did see someone in chat say that they take Vidal. I don't know. I like consider that for maybe a few seconds, but
Vidal, but we have already Amari.
Yeah. Well, that, I mean, Yeah, I just think we would want anything that can possibly hit our lineup otherwise.
Yeah, I mean Claiborne.
Yeah, which is why
Malik
I'm saying not Vidal. Like the bye week with Hampton's so rough.
All right. So we'll talk about this
Maybe
real
I'm
quick, and
overthinking.
then we'll sauce you, Skelly. Skelly, what's your underdog name? All right. So
It's
we
drinking
picked
bleach.
up.
It's drinking bleach.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We picked up Jaden Daniels. We stacked him with Terry McLaurin, Tyler Shuck, stacked him with Jordan Tyson, and then Geno Smith stacked him with Garrett Wilson. So we have actually a pretty cromulent QB room, and I'm really high in on the New York Jets. Then we have probably the best running back room that has ever been created since the history of underdog with Christian McCaffrey and Amarian Hampton. Then we waited a little while, but not too long, to get Blake Corum, Brian Robinson, Malik Davis, and Damon Claiborne. All guys that can smash any given week without their number one running backs going down, obviously. Then we picked up Devonta Smith. We might have reached for him a little bit, but he was on the charts, and so we weren't drafting off the charts today with Devonta Smith heading up our wide receiver room. Then we got Garrett Wilson, Terry McLaurin, Jordan Tyson, Casey Concepcion, and Darnell Mooney. Probably the best pick on the board for the eliminator. You better know and take that to the bank. Then we got Sammy P. We got Travis Kelce and Pat Freiermuth. So basically the most elite quarterback room, running back room, wide receiver room, and tight end room that you've ever seen. So this one, we actually probably should name it really quickly just so that you know. How do I do that? Am I a bot?
I don't know. If we did do eliminator,
I'll go back to it later.
Like I'd have to think about like the landscape and like where we. I think some pick, like I think Spears. I mean, we should have had Spears, but I think that maybe there's some other pick that we missed where we really should have gone running back. And I'll have to think about what that would have been. We missed Skeletor's team.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm coming back to do. View full draft. Skelly, let's take a look here. Actually, let's do drinking bleach. Okay. So, take us away, Toine.
Gives it to, looks good to me. Probably a case that should be one. But well, for quarterback, Kyler, Daniel Jones. I mean, in your situation, it's fine. I think the spots for quarterback are really niche and maybe like are, it's Kyler is gonna probably project pretty well. So I'm not sure that quarterback was absolutely necessary here, but I'm not like it's not like the worst thing in the world, and there's definitely spots for it. Oh yeah, London at 23. That's a smash. And then,
yeah, but I mean, so he picked up Fernando Mendoza, but there's no stack at all there. So I'm not sure.
That's okay.
I think that we are probably fine, especially with Fernando Mendoza maybe missing the first 4 games just because he's a rookie.
He did take Rashad White from us, which is a little rude, a little stream snipery, but we'll let it fly.
Yeah. But then picking up Jahmyr Gibbs, Breece Hall, Quinshon Judkins, Rashad White, and Jonathan Brooks. Not as good as our running back room, but very cromulent. I definitely can say that. And then what do you think about his...
Omar Cooper at 170 seems strong.
That's definitely a pretty solid pick right there.
I don't know. BTJ said, I mean, maybe BTJ 74 is good. Oh, wait, dude, look at his tight ends. Dude, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, Mr. Skelly.
What the hell?
All right.
We
won't ponder on that too much more. We will be getting into that. Oh my goodness.
We need the Pat Mayo, Bo Kevin. The fuck are you doing? Like, what is that, man? Oh my goodness, Skeletor.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, you might have 3 points a week at tight end.
Do you have time to draft one more?
I do. Yep.
Okay. Let's get into a Pomeranian. It's almost entirely filled. 5 more people.
I'm more familiar with the landscape for this one, so feeling better.
No Bowers, no Loveland, easy punt, tight end room, Keck. Fair enough.
I don't know. Maybe just why did you go 4 quarterback instead of 4 tight end in that room would be like my question. You know, like that seems like a great 4 tight end spot.
That's certainly a question that can be posited.
I don't know. Did you think did that cross your mind, Skeletor? For tight end is a possibility.
Kevin wasn't around to encourage him.
Oh. Well, he's musically inclined. Our good Skeletor. So.
All right, we got Quest Sophie.
Why do we keep getting like the 8 to 10? We haven't gotten anything. Easy might be right. These are not random.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten a number 1, 2, 3, or 4 pick within the past 10 drafts that I've been in. So
we're seeing all the same looks, but we're taking different players. So they want us to conform.
When you can get the wide receiver 1 and the and the running back 1 on the same team, that seems pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs. So far, so good. Are we going to see any crazy stuff? Still, Jamar Chase.
Do we have any familiar faces in this one? I don't know.
Yeah. So we've got Mr. CH23, who is apparently pick 11, and then
he said he's going to be friendly. We offer no such guarantee. You know,
and then I think Salted Cod is number 6. So we've got a not a friends and family draft, but we've got a couple people in here. We got to be a little bit careful with the things that we say.
It doesn't. I don't know. Whatever.
I mean, we've just made it as streamers that we have to be careful about what we say on stream. So it's all right. We get Justin Jefferson here. I don't really care.
Jefferson or Genty. I don't care.
Okay.
We've already done Jefferson, but I'll do it again. I'll run it right back.
We didn't pick Jefferson last time.
We did the first like whenever we first streamed.
You never know. Maybe Genty will fall back to us, but if he doesn't, I'm completely okay with some of the other guys that come up later. I very rarely hold back. I mean, that's fair. Holding back is for the weak, and I think as Mr. Whatever, what's the guy from Karate Kid that's the teacher, not Johnny Lawrence or whatever, but it's John something or another. No mercy. So don't hold back.
Are we really gonna get shoehorned into Saquon again? Okay, thank you.
No Saquon
for giving us something else. I'm cool with Ken
Walker himself and get apparently the Davis Maddox special. What do you think?
Yes, I'm down.
I've seen multiple drafts with Justin Jefferson and Kenneth Walker. So Davis Maddox, he knows ball.
There's an anomaly in your rankings right now as far as Mr. Rice is pretty far up still.
Yeah, I haven't updated my rankings in like forever. So that's my bad. But that's all there.
Yeah. So I think last time we did Jefferson and then Saquon, then Breece, then Kyron. So hopefully we can get some different looks this time around.
Yeah, and I'm sure that we will. I mean, Breece is kind of a just completely different ADP than where we're. I mean, not completely different, but quite a bit different. All right, we've got Christian McCaffrey and Bowers. He did what we didn't have the stomach to do last time, and I completely respect Mr. Salted Cod.
So let's say we get a falling Neighbors or Rice. Are you snapping him up? Like, what do you think?
A good magician never reveals his next pick on the board. I don't know about you, but
okay. That's fair.
Also, I was told that if you're able to push someone to round 4, just so you can dominate other people that have round 2, that looks better as far as a screenshot. There's a lot more streamer equity there.
People have said that that's very important.
That is. They do say that. All right, this guy is not afraid of bad Achilles at all. So that's definitely something. Passing up on.
Who's Jack? I feel like I recognize the name Jackson Davis in the 2 hole. They're going pretty heavy RB.
Yeah, I mean, can you blame him for taking a guy that has literally no competition, probably the best running back in the league this year, and then Breece Hall, who could be really solid?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would. McBride Jacobs is kind of a toss-up, and then once I have Jacobs, I'm probably not going Breece Hall over some of the receiver options, but
Nico Collins, Jay Love, and Smith and Jigma. This guy might know what he's doing. We'll see. What does Mr. Salted Cod do? Rashee Rice. I hate your guts. I wish that I could have had him, but you took him. That's unfortunate, but that's okay.
Frankly, I don't want to be put into a position where I have to make like a smart decision, which is that's probably not a great thing to say, but wait, all right, what do we got falling here?
Smith goes, ETN goes. I don't know why this is broken. Yeah, do you want to just go Chris Olave here?
T maybe?
T with 2 bye weeks?
I'm not crazy about Olave. I think Olave suffers the opposite
but
problem.
But their bye week, the bye week bros will kill us. I'm going Olave.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I like Olave. Why don't you like Olave?
Well, yeah, I think we're saying if Smith is going to be this huge riser, if McKylam and Stowers weren't there, well, the exact same logic applies with Jordan Tyson, who a lot of people, Davis Maddox, wide receiver 1 of the year. It's just whether we think that, Jordan Tyson is like this super big talent or not, he's going to steal some portion of the pie.
Okay. What do you think about Colston Loveland here?
No.
Either that or Tet or...
Tet for me. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. So we'll go... Oh man, I hate Tetero McMillan. Why is it not going?
I just know that there's no chance that Loveland would be anywhere near our sidekick recommendations here. So I'm just playing it safe.
I mean, Colston Loveland is pretty good though.
Personally, I don't have any pushback, but I am a beta. I am willing to be dominated by the sidekick.
All right. You've heard it here first.
Zach, no.
He wants to get kicked by the sidekick.
This does give us a good opportunity to draft some of the silly running backs like Tootin, Jadarian Price, some of our guys that we want to draft.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a big Tootin guy?
No, I don't mind Tootin at all. I actually have a pretty decent exposure of him. But
yeah, we're darn Tootin, or we just get a crazy faller and our decision's made for us. Yeah, I think the way we do play this is to just take any running back faller. Although he is 0 and the guy after has 1, so it would be nice if they refrained from taking the running backs. Oh wow, you have Christian Watson way up in your rankings now. Or that's Davis's, but yeah,
that's Davis's. Yeah,
you're not that quite that high.
No, I don't do drugs, so cannot be that high.
That's fair. Non-derogatory. Yep. Okay, so I mean, would we go Price or Tootin here? Do you think? I'm pretty indifferent, probably.
Yeah, I mean, it really just depends. If all right, so Lamar Jackson goes, I probably prefer Price just as a whole, and I think that it would be harder to push him if we could get both. Yep. That would be great.
Yeah, that would be great.
But I doubt that we'll be able to get both of them. So, but I don't mind picking up.
CH, you better. It would be cool if you didn't take.
No. Don't, you can't say that. It's okay. We'll get whoever we get. and we won't throw a fit or whatever the.
Yep. So hypothetically, if Tootin does not come back to us, are we thinking? I like the idea of Carnell Tate.
Oops. All right, that was a mistake. Okay. Oh, here we go. Now we got the stolen Valor, or not Valor, but you know what I mean. Okay. I mean,
yep.
We get Tootin. Yeah, I've got 20% of Mr. Baishal Tootin.
That's a lot. That's sick though. That's sick. I feel like Tootin, getting Tootin to come back there is huge for us. I was worried about having.
He's not taking him. He's a Chris Rodriguez bro. I can tell.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's huge to be able to get both in there. I think Price and Tootin.
Okay, Brian Thomas goes. Mr. Salt knows ball.
Whatever quarterback ADPs we have to worry about. Kyler, Shuck, Bryce Young's not going to be for a long time. Okay.
Yeah,
Harvey,
I mean, we could get
7.3%. He's been becoming more palatable.
7.3% of Addison.
Harvey.
Harvey. Yeah. I'm kind of in on him this year just because I think Dobbins is a little bit old, and I think Harvey the coach speak hasn't been great, but I don't know. There we go. Tootin's pretty solid.
We couldn't do Pacheco for you, but we are darn Tootin. What number is our next pick?
We are like pick 76 or something. Not 76, sorry. Pick 82.
82. Okay. Well, I don't want to stop you from having fun with Tucker Kraft necessarily, if that's how you're feeling. But
well, Tucker Kraft goes, and it's a pick 71. So I feel like you're just hurting my feelings for no reason there. But
no. I was baiting them into picking him. I wanted no part of the Tucker Kraft experience.
All right. Okay. You're tanking the team.
There's some picks here that are interesting.
Not really.
There's one that I think is a smash.
You think Parker Washington is a smash, right?
Yeah.
If we could get him, that would be our dream. Okay, Parker Washington goes. I know you're super upset about that. Yeah, we can go Jalen Warren. We can go RJ Harvey. I don't mind the Jalen Warren here. I'm a little bit worried about Rico Dowdle, and I'm not super worried about the guy for.
For me, it's Warren. Yeah.
Okay, we'll pick up.
I'm not
Warren.
Crazy about Addison, and there's a chance we can still get him.
So now the solver thinks that we could possibly be done at 4, but it's probably going to be good to take one of the later guys, like a much later guy, like a Keaton Missile. So I'll be waiting for that.
I didn't see Keaton Missile over there.
We are up.
Do you want to do Addison? It seems fun to me. We get a nice
Jordan Addison. So we double stack.
Or Fannin. I like Fannin.
How about Trevor Lawrence with Mr. Baishal Tootin?
We did him last time. I'd rather do anything else.
Okay, we can do Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison, come on down. The bye week bros are certainly going to be upset at us now for having 2 bye week 6s within the first 4 wide receivers, but that'll be completely fine. So what do you think about Addison and them just recently picking up Mr. Jawan Jennings?
So I was in the chat saying that I think Jawan Jennings might be a huge problem for Addison because that's what my shitty model told me. And I knew it was shitty, but I just want to say things sometimes. And then I was able to rage bait Sack into coming into the chat and giving his opinion, which is that Jordan Addison is actually a lot closer to Smith and Higgins than he is to someone like Jawan. So in a way, I was able to extract some.
Yeah, and I think that I said something about that you failed successfully, which is kind of what you're looking for. It's kind of like you want your skeleton giant in Clash Royale to stay alive, but you also kind of want him to die. So, if anyone plays Clash Royale, they might get that reference, but you never know. Burrow always gets pushed when the casuals come in. That might be true. You never know. Okay, so we're building a 0-4-4-0 currently. What do you think about this particular build?
I am very content with all of our picks so far. Maybe a bit hesitant on level, but I think we've done a good job with everything else. I think we have a really obvious pick coming up. But and I mean, maybe we could have fun and do 4 of every position. That's only 16 picks, but
I think that your opinions are considerably less valid than they were just a second ago with that comment. But we'll have to see.
We could follow in Skeletor's footsteps and go someone into 4 quarterback.
Okay, so we've got Mr. Is he drafting up the sidekick? Is he not? We are not sure yet.
I don't think Swift would be up there if he was.
This is an insane team. All right. So
it's got to be Kyler. It has to be Kyler.
I don't think anyone's going to take Kyler though.
No, just lock it in. Just lock it in. Just lock it in.
Okay.
It would be really bad if we didn't get him. It would be catastrophic, I think.
It would be catastrophic. You've heard it here first.
We'd be catastrophically dominated.
All right. We're throwing around the word dominated maybe a little bit more than I would like. That's okay. And do you think, Tyler Shuck goes, screw you, Mr. Manifest, Jordan Love goes. What do you think about like Jordan Mason here or Jonathan Brooks? Actually, let's save our running back spot maybe a little bit longer. Do we want to go Travis Kelce?
He's all right. Concepcion, Jones to me.
Travis Kelce, come on down for the second time today. We've got Travis Kelce and Kenneth Walker. Maybe Rice just is dead, and we're taking all the people that are actually going to matter in the first couple of weeks. Sack is better is better than Worth. I
think he's saying to take Kyler there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think for me, I would have just maybe gone all out Vikings with Aaron Jones there, but I can the Kelce pick is probably fine.
I mean, the ideal would have been that we get Tyler Shuck as well, and we could have just double tapped QB there. But completely fine. It's just I like to play poker. I like to bluff a little bit. I like to do fun things. So we now are doing a 1-4-4-1, which I think this is actually a pretty optimal build so far. Jalen Warren is probably the pick that I've liked the least. Actually, probably Tetaroa McMillan. I really do not like Tetaroa McMillan at all. I probably would rather have Mr. Brian Thomas Jr. over him just straight up. I know that's maybe a little bit crazy, but that's my opinion.
Why does it say message retracted for Skeletor?
I don't know. Maybe he deleted it or something.
Yeah,
maybe there's a rogue mod. You're my only mod, so
yeah. I extinguished his opinions. I think he was just ashamed of what he had said. I don't want to say too much, but okay. I think Aaron Jones would have been a really good follower there.
Okay, we are up. Stephon Diggs.
I'm probably okay with that. I'll defer to you here.
Yeah, let's do Stephon Diggs here. I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm. I think he's still a good player no matter what. He's gonna accumulate targets anywhere, or maybe not anywhere, but
I just think that he's pretty solid pick all around. I think that once he gets signed to a team, he could easily go within the first 100 picks of the draft. It's a little bit more landing spot dependent, but I think wherever he goes, he will at least be at ADP, if not higher. Okay, so we've got
Gadsden seems neat. Hunter's cool to me.
Do we want to go maybe Sam Darnold and stack him with Jadarian Price because we know he's going to catch a lot of passes?
Yeah, I mean that would make our play safer. I think we still have.
Let's go Keaton Mitchell. Let's go Keaton Mitchell. There we go.
God damn it. Okay. I would be taking Keaton Mitchell like 20 picks after ADP, maybe.
Why? He's incredible. Such a good pick.
I just don't think we have much evidence to suggest he's worth it. I get that he's been great when he does play.
Dude, they had wanted posters up. Have they had You're just upset that you don't have a wanted poster out. But if you acted a little bit more like Bo Kevin at your age, dude, there would be wanted posters with your face on it all over. Good and bad.
Probably more bad.
So we are pretty cooked at quarterback for the most part.
Well, I think we still have two strong options.
Bryce Young is this far down? Oh, it's my rankings. I'm sorry. I didn't
We're going to have to be
looking
for him. We're going to have to look for him with our next picks. We are done at running back, right? Like, that's it.
We're done.
You decided like 100 picks ago that we were drafting Keaton Mitchell with this exact pick and then stopping your running back. There was nothing I could have done to stop this.
No, it was there was, again, maybe the illusion of choice, but it was predetermined before the foundations of the earth even.
Yeah.
That
the Bene Gesserit determined that Keaton Mitchell was going to be the pick like an eon ago.
Sure. You know why? Oh, okay. Jawan Jennings goes, but I was gonna say just for the hell of it. Why don't
no.
Get an onslaught?
Yeah, it's gotta be QB here.
What about Isaiah Pacheco? I've heard he's good.
Not. Yeah, I've heard. We might have the same sources, but I mean, Omar Cooper would be okay if he did fall all the way.
Yeah, I mean, we probably just have to go Bryce Young here. He goes. Oh my goodness, our QB room is gonna be chopped. This is not good, boys. Not good. We are so cooked.
Rodgers
maybe more so than our running back room was cooked.
Who the hell took Bryce Young there?
You want to see who took it?
What disgusting animal stole our quarterback? Dude, it's a fucking Isaiah Likely drafter. It's a goddamn Isaiah Likely drafter.
All right. They don't Mr. Jonathan Brooks is going to be the guy you need stacked up. All right. I'm just going to YOLO. We're going to take Mr. Daniel Jones without any stack. He has the rushing upside, so you might as well just take him. He's the guy you need for rushing. He's not going to be passing to anybody. You already know it. So that's going to be who we've got there.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
If anything, it'll be really fun to watch the stream back and just see all the times that you were just ecstatic about the picks that we made on this team.
No. I think Jones is actually totally fine there. Or we could have gone crazy and done I know we wanted to stop, but Marks just as a true win the flex play.
Okay, do we want to go TJ Hawkinson here?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, we have got a lot of week 6 buys, and we just think that Minnesota is going to be the greatest offense ever known to man. But,
we're doing this Minnesota thing a lot. I think we did Jefferson and Hawkinson the first stream as well.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Debo Chungus would have been fun there too, but
Moali Cox. You just wanted us to say Cox on the stream, didn't you?
No, I think we're just I don't know. There's nobody who we can backstack with him even, right? They didn't draft anybody that I don't know of, right? Colts depth chart.
Yeah, I mean, if Debo showed up, I would consider him. I would think Brandon Ayuk is kind of a smash.
Please no.
Not Ayuk. You're not an Ayuk, bro. Did we draft him last time?
Yeah, the first stream.
That's
remember.
Funny. What do you?
But we cannot send it.
Do you want a goon for Gunner?
Maybe not. Probably not my exact choice of words, but we can consider it.
You would consider gooning for Gunner?
I would consider doing something. I would consider something gunner. God damn it, dude! Fucking! We needed Aaron Rodgers so bad there.
We didn't need Aaron Rodgers. It's okay.
I think we did.
No, Aaron Rodgers at pick 167. Nah. Now I know someone way better. Just wait.
There's only one left, right?
No, there is Sacrilegious's favorite QB on the board.
That's true. Yeah. Is there who's back there in on the Falcons now? Who's like? Are there any backs?
Don't do it, Chosen. Don't do it. I mean, Brandon Ayuk could go to the Falcons.
That's true. That would be pretty cool. That would be cromulent.
Stephon Diggs could go to the Falcons. So that would be all right. I would be pretty in favor. Yeah, we could go Branch. I'm not a big fan of Branch. We could just go Helm here, lock up our last tight end, and then
yeah. I think we're on the same wavelength at QB, so I don't think we need to rush that.
Yeah.
Schultz is cool too, I think. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't like Schultz. I actually hate him.
Oh wait, we had Debo. We had Debo, and you fucking.
we could still get him. We could still get him. It's possible. He can believe. Ooh, yes! He falls.
Yes.
I actually hate Debo here, but that's okay. We'll take him.
What? No,
we'll take him for the stream. I feel like Debo is terrible and he's fat, and Ayuk just way better.
It's a little mean, but
oh, he wanted Geno.
Be careful, you can't say that. We're going to be accused of colluding when this wins.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, you got to be a little bit careful with your words. But very grateful for Debo there. Seems good. Calvin Ridley is just such a much better pick than Debo Samuel anyway, though.
I think we have the fun little idea we were thinking about earlier.
Yeah, I think that we're thinking the same things. We're thinking about thinking, which is good. So
yeah.
Are there any Jahan Dotson?
Hell no.
What do you think? What do you think about Jahan Dotson?
No chance. We could go Olamide.
Jahan Dotson had a couple of really good games on Washington, if you remember those. I don't remember them, but I think that
I might have been too young. I think I was too young for that.
Jahan Dotson's only been in the league for like 3 years.
Yeah. I don't know. I have my whole life ahead of me.
A whole life of drafting Jahan Dotson next year when he's in the 10th round.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
What are the odds of that happening? Like truly, like that would be. I cannot. There's not a universe that I can envision where that happens.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Jahan Dotson would need what's that movie where the kid wears the shoes of Kevin Durant or gets zapped with some powers or whatever? Like you pretty much need that. Like DeAndre Hopkins giving all of his just charisma to Jahan Dotson in a just much younger body. That's probably what you would need.
Yeah. Whoa, you are loaded.
What do you think about what do you think about I mean that's all like preseason stuff that doesn't matter. Don't look at that. Okay. Where I got him in like the last pick in a 20 round format, which I think is all right. What do you think about Darnell Mooney here?
No.
Where
you had me in the eliminator. He probably doesn't have an ADP. Oh, he just went. Yes. Wait, our salt. He took him.
He's so smart. He's so
rat
smart.
Bastard. You fucking rat. Took our cheese from right under our noses, but I think I don't know. I really like the cute little backstack here. It's not really.
Yeah, I mean this will work probably.
Probably.
Unless all right. He takes Mr. Malik Washington. What an idiot.
I don't know. I think.
Should I take Shadir just to piss you off? What do you think? What do you think?
You know, I would fall more into the camp of people who think that Shadir or even Dylan Gabriel have a chance to start. Like I would be higher on them than most probably, but
Mr. Michael Penix, come on down. So all in all, I really don't mind this team. We have Kenneth Walker, Darian Price, Bashal Tootin, Jalen Warren, and Keaton Mitchell. Obviously, we got Kyler, Daniel Jones, and Michael Penix. Daniel Jones has not been stacked up at all, but that's completely fine. We got Justin Jefferson, Chris Olave, your favorite pick probably on this entire team. Teteroa McMillan, my favorite pick on this team. Jordan Addison, Stephon Diggs, Deebo Samuel. So we got two ancient men that will probably never play another snap of football. And then we got Zachariah Branch, who, although he is very young, will probably not be fantasy relevant whatsoever this year. Then we got Travis Kelce, who's ancient again. He's going to be 37 by the start of the season. He's probably dust. We got TJ Hawkinson, who he could just suck. Then we got Gunnar Helm. So gooning for Gunnar, that's what Toine said. What do you think about the team all in all, Toine?
Yeah, I think there's only a handful of things really would have changed my mind. Like getting, Bryce or Shuck would have been nice, and not gone Penix.
For sure, we kind of got
sort of running back,
quarterback.
Some running back who we don't have to talk about. Maybe could have considered.
I don't know. I feel like Keaton Mitchell 10 picks ahead of ADP is what you need.
I do think the receiver room is really solid. Like what Olave is probably, he's not gonna make us cry. Like he's not my favorite pick there, but I think the overall receiver room is very strong.
All right, Mr. Salted Cod wants a sauce. Do you want to be the saucer, or do you want me to sauce?
You can go for it, and I can chime in maybe.
All right. You picked up a guy that isn't even willing to commit to cutting his hair. Actually, he has to wear a wig. So that's your QB1. Then you got Matthew Stafford, who they just picked up a quarterback in the first round. They reached for him, and Sean McVay's excited about it. And then you got Fernando Mendoza. Fernando Mendoza's not even gonna play for like 8 weeks of the season. You never know. Kirk could like start the entire season. Mendoza could just suck. Then he went Christian McCaffrey, Mr. Ancient History over here. What is this, like 2020? We got Cam Scatterbo, Mr. CTE himself. Tony Pollard, again, we're just drafting for 2020. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, I'm not super mad about the pick. And then you got the RB3 on Tampa Bay, where he's going to probably play like 0 downs. So good for you. Rashee Rice isn't even going to be playing this season, so I'm not sure why you got him. Devontae Adams is ancient. You tried to stack him with a guy that, again, is not even going to be playing. He's going to be catching touchdown passes from their first round rookie quarterback who sucks. Not happening. Brian Thomas Jr. is probably the wide receiver 4 on his team, followed up by their cornerback 1. So good job there. Omar Cooper Jr. Is the Deebo of the future, they say, but he's on the Jets. So how good can that be? Ted Hurst. I love Ted Hurst so much. What a great pick. And then Darnell Mooney. I don't understand how you could be so smart here and then have such a terrible team everywhere else. And then you got Brock Bowers, little golf clap for you there. Then you got Mr. Lava Lamp himself, and then Terrence Ferguson. You got the tight end 4 on the LA Rams. Good job, Mr. Salted Cod. But all in all, like in all seriousness, I actually think that your team is very, very solid. I think you did a really good job with your team stacks. And then I really don't mind your running back room at all, except for Sean Tucker. I think that he's not my favorite pick on the board, but that's just kind of a me thing. But yeah, getting Rashee Rice as your wide receiver 1 at pick 30 seems solid. All right, Mr.
Salted Cod, can you admit, like, did us talking about Darnell Mooney influence your decision to draft him? You can be honest. It doesn't look like you were drafting. It looks like he was drafting off of last year's rankings and was pretty psyched with like huge ADP falls on BTJ and Hunter.
BTJ is super strong.
And Krosky-Merritt, are we serious, man? Ja'Cory, I don't know if JCM's even like layups all over Rashad White. JCM, I don't know if he has like a chance to consolidate the workload in a way that's going to matter. You know, there's just going to be too much in his way to accomplish that. Maybe I don't know if Jones was available at that pick, but
yeah.
I mean,
okay, we will do
Jones,
one last sauce, and then we'll skedaddle here. Do you want to do it?
Yeah. I am glad that he did him taking Joe Burrow let us get Tootin. I think that's what happened, right? So we should be grateful that, that he yeah. Thank you very much for doing that. Thank you for donating us your buy-in. Jordan Love. I can't talk smack about Jordan Love. Geno Smith. Who does he even have stacked with Geno Smith? Is he just taking Geno Smith for fun? Oh, he has Garrett Wilson. Well, there goes that. James Cook at 11. Are we crazy? Who did he take? He must have taken Cook over Genti. Are we serious, man? Barkley. You heard us saying we didn't want to pick Barkley, so that's where you went. And then you heard us saying Harvey's palatable, so that's what you did. Really, you're just listening to everything we're saying and picking according to that, which, I would understand. We are like sort of the sharpest minds in the industry. But Rome Odunze's ADP is 56. That is
strong.
Been reading the internet sensations dribbling about Stribbling, so you're taking him ahead of ADP.
And then we got
Ridley. You're not a fan of Ridley. If we would have taken the ice cream man over Ridley, and there's nothing I would have been able to do about it. Mark Andrews, Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, so I'm not sure, like, what position are you elite at? I mean, maybe quarterback.
It's a fine team, probably. I'm not. No, Rico is my one. I'm really not crazy about Rico there. I don't know what your options were. Harvey's nice. Claiborne, I'm not really a huge fan of, but the receiver
options were Corum, Manungai, Dobbins. So I think Rico is fine. Unless
it had dried up and he was pretty desperate. We kind of put him in that position. Oh wait, that's our friend that took Burrow. Well, okay, if you didn't take Burrow and you took Tootin, maybe you wouldn't have been forced to take Rico Dowdle.
All right. Well, I think that we will call it for the night. Thank you so much, everyone, for hopping in. Thank you, Toine, for coming. I think not next week, but the week after that, we will do another off the charts. Do you have any closing statements for the boys? And I see you have got a great shirt on.
Yep. I think we could maybe share this one with Zach, but I would not ask for input on the eliminator draft because I don't think we're going to get the feedback that we're looking for. But maybe a Keck W or something. I don't know. A derogatory, one of the derogatory variety. Yeah, that was fun. I had fun putting together the slides again, and we might have lost a lot of viewers along the way. That's kind of the vibe I got.
I think someone else went live, which is completely fine, but we peaked at 15. So thank you everyone for coming in. If you're not yet a subscriber, please subscribe, please.
I don't know if I've subscribed.
Okay.
I have.
You better. Okay, you have. There you go. Okay. Well, I appreciate everyone for coming in. We will be live again, I believe, tomorrow. I will be having Goofy Chicken on. So you guys better be ready for that because it'll be really fun to watch.
It is cool that you haven't let your the tout incident stop you. You're just.
I've embraced it actually, so yeah. I'm stoked for what's coming. Thank you.
The lights are grinding.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Later, everyone.